Hey guys, Connor Plays Magic back once again, this time with some Vintage Cube, and we are in Pack 1, Pick 1, and I think we're going to start with an Urza's Saga is looking pretty good here. I don't think there's anything else that's like super tempting to me. Haven't really done a lot of stuff with the lands deck. We could grab like Titania or something like that, but it seems a little questionable. I think Urza's Saga keeps us open, and then if we can wheel Sensei's top here, that might be something interesting to do. So we'll try that. And then here we could just start going into full artifact constructs. Keep ourselves open. It's also Cromwell Seed Shark. Staff of the Storyteller is another artifact if we want to do artifact synergies, but I think Karn's probably the stronger pick here. The only other thing that's tempting me is maybe like Arid Mesa to just keep ourselves open. But we'll try the Karn. We can try and do an artifact deck. I like that idea. Keep things colorless for now. Okay, and then here, nothing that really works for artifacts. I mean, obviously they tend to go blue, so we could grab like a Remand or a Fairy Mastermind, or just grab like a Thespian Stage. Or we could grab like Celestial Colonnade just as a land. No, I'm just gonna grab Thespian Stage. I think that's fine for now. Keep everything colorless and open, and then we can always use Thespian Stage to copy Urza Saga to make more construct tokens, so that's always strong. If we're doing big artifact stuff, probably the Relic is going to be one of the better ones. Obviously, Tundra is in good colors for this kind of artifact stuff. Skull Clamp as well is something that can be tutored up with Urza Saga, but we're really not utilizing Skull Clamp super well. I'm trying to think if there are like any particular creatures that our deck would be creating. Obviously, the construct tokens with all of these, but those would be too big to just die to Skull Clamp. So yeah, I think we'll just take the Relic for now. And then here we'll just grab Walking Ballista, just something to put artifact mana into. We could grab the Quarry Steel Cutter. That could be interesting. If we're going to be multi-spelling. I don't think we're going to be multi-spelling really hard in the artifact deck. I think it's going to be mostly like tapping out or keeping out the Urza Saga construct creation. So yeah, we'll grab the Walking Ballista, and then that's something we can funnel mana into if we get some infinite mana combo going. Soul Guide Lantern is something we can tutor up with this package, so that's good to grab. Grab that. If we're making a ton of mana, we can start grabbing some big heavy hitters. So we're just grabbing everything colorless we see basically here. City of Traders, more mana acceleration. I mean, Teferi is probably the strongest card here, or we could just grab Rafine's Tower for just mana fixing to splash whatever we need to splash instead of trying to force the white and blue here. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just grab Rafine's Tower. That's something we can even cycle if we don't want it. Coalition Relic seems fine here. Thinking Sleep Magic is like a good blue spell if we are in blue, but we're not really committed to blue and we have a good amount of fixing. I think Fire Covenant as a board wipe is just important to have as a backup if we need it. Fallen Shinobi is just strong. Probably not going to play these, but just strong cards to have, so we'll move those to the side for now. I'm hoping to grab like the new Ugin for this deck, I think would be good. Just grab this because it's a lot of generic mana that we can ramp into. Just grab land here. May or may not play that, and that'll probably go to the side as well. I'm seeing a lot of like white going around, and then here we just have Mana Crypt, which is just incredible, and then we have some good stuff that could come back. I mean, I'm assuming obviously like Tamiyo and Stock Up are going to be taken, although I'd love either or both of those cards. Grab Nexus of Becoming. There are some interesting things that could come back here. Obviously we're taking the Mana Crypt though. Next we have Pentad Prism. A lot of our stuff is colorless, so I don't know how good the Sunburst is going to be. I think that probably leans us more towards the Mind Stone. Could use Toxic Deluge as another board wipe if needed, but I think we're fine with just the Fire Covenant. Anything else that's piquing our interest? I don't think so. Probably just the Mind Stone is fine for now. So we'll grab that. So we've got Agathas, we've got Petal, we've got Everflowing Chalice. I don't think we necessarily want the Petal. I think it's probably between the Chalice and the Cauldron. Let's just do all the ramp to try and get into the big stuff. I think that's probably the strongest. Then Agatha's like just adding a couple extra counters to our constructs. So we'll do that. And then, oh, well, we gotta grab Vault. I would grab the Coveted Jewel, but hopefully that'll come back. If not, we can grab like Bauble or something. So let's grab the Vault. And then perfect. So we've got Triplicate Titan. Ancient Tomb would be great to have, but I think having more top end stuff that we're ramping into with all this ramp is going to be better. We don't necessarily need the Ancient Tomb. It's obviously great, but we already have like Crypt, Vault, Traders. Like we're not going to be shy on ramp here. So we'll grab Triplicate Titan. This would be the perfect deck to like grab the new Ugin, as I was mentioning before. So hopefully we can find something like that. And there it is immediately. Ask and you shall receive. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, so this is going to be our win con if we can ult this, because then we get Triplicate Titan and Ulamog to just come out, and it's just game over from there. Retrofitter Foundry or Talisman would be great to wheel back here. So we'll just grab the Ugin. And then Emrakul. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so ulting Ugin into Emrakul is just going to be incredible. Oh, and this is just, the hits keep coming. So we got Mishra's Workshop. We have definitely found our lane. I don't think there's anybody else that's competing with us here. We grab Talisman, some more ramp. And again, even though we're just doing a bunch of ramp and some of it is colorless, obviously, we have Talisman, Coalition Relic, Relic of Sauron. Like there is some splashing capabilities that we have here. None of these are like really super enticing. I guess we grab Carnage Interpreter or Touch the Spirit Realm. I'll grab a Touch the Spirit Realm just as removal. Grab Agatha's, that's fine. Here we'll grab Chainsaw as an artifact for artifact synergies. Not really doing much with Ren. We'll grab Ren in 6. So we could grab like Urza's Saga back. We'll grab Stoneforge. That has some upside if we find anything we want to grab with that. I think most of these are just staying in the side for now. Okay, what do we want here? Oh, perfect. Cauldron complete. So that works with our artifact stuff. We can just ramp that out, or we can use the Stoneforge to tutor that up. There's also Chrome Mox doesn't work as well because we're mostly colorless. Scrapwork Mutt is okay, but not as strong. Talisman, obviously. Shelldock. The Squadron here could be interesting. No, it's definitely Cauldra for right now. So we'll grab that. One ring, perfect. Tangle Wire or Dismember? I think Tangle Wire is fine. Slow our opponents down while we're ramping up. Grab another Talisman or Mightstone Weakstone, actually. We'll grab that. There's Thopter Foundry if we find the combo, but I think we have enough to win here without it. Here we've got Shadow Spear, which we can tutor up with Urza's Saga to add onto our constructs. None of these other ones are really enticing me. Blight Steel as well. I mean, I guess we kind of have to, right? So we'll grab that. Smuggler's Copter. Don't know if we're actually going to get a ton of uses out of Smuggler's Copter, because we're probably going to be wanting, the only small creatures we have are really the Urza Saga tokens that we're going to be making, and probably want to be using those as opposed to filtering that mana into Smuggler's Copter. We just grab Kaito. Probably not making the deck, but we'll grab that. And then Saheeli, we can play a bunch of the non-creature artifacts to do stuff, or I could just grab Zern Orb. I don't think we're gonna need Zern Orb for like cheap artifacts. We have enough artifacts anyway. We're not grabbing a Tinker at this point because I think we've seen every card now. Okay, and then we're back to here. Could do Scrapwork Mutt. I think I'm just gonna grab this. It works with the creature tokens for the constructs that we're making. We can filter a ton of mana into it. Easy to splash, just one pip. Lurrus. Are we doing anything with Lurrus? We don't have Black Lotus or anything, so probably just Savannah because it's a white land. So it seems like we want to be splashing white stuff. Grab Godless Shrine. Thopter Foundry is just not awful in this deck. It's probably not going to make the deck. Just interesting. Urtai, I guess. Chase. I don't think we're going to be able to get the pips for that, so we'll just grab Elspeth. and Arwen. Okay, let's get rid of all of the speculative colored stuff that we threw in at the end there. So this is all of our top end stuff. And then we have this stuff here. So I like the look of the Squadron and the Stoneforge with the Cauldron. So that's a package there. Oh, we have Cloud actually as another like Stoneforge, so we could do like a mono white thing here. We did grab some good white cards. So let's throw all of the like colored mana that we may or may not be using over here. So this is all the colorless stuff. Shadow Spear, yeah, I think all of this is fine. And this is 24 cards. If we get rid of lands plus Mana Crypt, really counts as a land. It's 5 lands, so we're at 19 main deck cards. So we could just add these as a package, and that's what we need. We just add 12 and then we have our 17 there. I'm not mad at that. Is there anything else that we want to like be splashing for or add in? It's all token stuff. Touch the Spirit Realm as removal. Fire Covenant as a board wipe. Do we need that? I don't know if we necessarily need like board wipes and stuff when we have Tanglewire and One Ring. What removal do we have in general? I mean, obviously we're just trying to do like super busted stuff and ramp into it quickly, but we've got Mightstone, Weakstone can remove things. This just draws us cards and makes constructs. Tanglewire doesn't really count as removal. Maybe we don't need like Agatha's and Soul Guide. We can probably get rid of Agatha's actually, because most of our like creatures don't have a ton of ability. Like, what are we doing with Agatha's other than just like main deck Grave Hate? We've got Emrakul, Ulamog. Yeah, these are all like shuffle titans, so it's not giving us a ton of stuff with the graveyard here. Okay, so we're at 22 then. So we can add one more piece of removal into this. Could do Touch the Spirit Realm or the Fire Covenant. How easy is it to splash that stuff? Do we have any red? Let's see, sources of colored mana. Got that, got that. Relic. I think that's it, just those three. If we wanted to use those as fixing for Covenant, obviously we can throw in like Godless Shrine, Rafine's Tower, and Concealed Courtyard for some black easily. But in terms of getting the red in, it would just be from those. We don't need the Savannah for anything. Is it worth adding these in or just adding in Touch the Spirit Realm, Plains to fill, and calling it good there? I think we just simplify. I think we can add this in if we need. So let's do this. We'll add basic lands. We'll add 12 of those and we'll grab Mountain for the sideboard just so that we know. So this is like get rid of Savannah, add Fire Covenant, and now this is its own package. If we play against like a strong, or even like Chainsaw 2 is another good removal spell. If we play against like a big creature deck where we need additional removal, we can add this in as basically a package deal to help us with all that, and we can find things that we want to cut if we want to get rid of like Tanglewire or something like that. Okay. This seems good. Got our planes, got Cloud and Stoneforge looking for Cauldron. We've got Ugin just trying to win us the game with an ult. We've got some big stuff that we can ramp into, and we have some mid-game with the Karn, One Ring, Mightstone, Weakstone, Tanglewire to push us into the late game, strong ramp. I'm liking this deck. Mostly colorless, a little bit of white. Let's give it a go. I will see you guys in game one. Okay, we are into round one. We have Cloud. I know this tutors Cauldron to our hand, but it doesn't actually cheat it out very fast. So we could use Cloud to get Cauldron, but then we're kind of in a spot where we have, what, 5 mana here on turn 4? With no like easy way of actually ramping into the Cauldron. I think we have stronger starts here, but I'm gonna mulligan this. Oh, into immediate punish with no lands. So we're gonna mulligan that, obviously. Into all lands and the Might Stone weak set. Okay, can I just have like a reasonable hand? A reasonable hand, please. I don't think this is great. Is this better than 3 cards? I don't think so. Okay, well, now we're just looking at 3 cards here, so I can keep 2 planes in this guy and just play a 2/2, or I think we just keep planes, ever-flowing chalice. I mean, we have to keep this, and we'll just hopefully draw into some sort of action or ramp or something. I mean, obviously the first hand was good in retrospect, but I didn't expect us to have to mulligan that deep, just getting like awful hand after awful hand. So, do I even want to play this game? Do I want to just concede and conceal information? Is there a chance we win this against turn 1 Ocelot Pride? What's our fastest win here? I mean, if we play planes, draw Mana Crypt, we can Everflowing Chalice for 2, and then go into like One Ring. Yeah, I mean, there are ways of getting back into this. We'll keep playing for now. I play Tundra, and come in with Ocelot Pride, consider. And just another planes. Do we want to ramp here on 2, or do we want to wait? I mean, if we wait until turn 4, then that means that we're not doing anything until turn 5, which means on turn 5, if this was multi-kicked twice, that's tapping for 2 plus the 4, so we'd have 6, maybe 7 mana on turn 5, or we can have access to 4 mana on turn 3 and then 5 mana from that. Yeah, I think we probably just play this now. Let's play that, and then we have enough. So then next turn, if we find like One Ring, we can play that. We can play Mightstone, Weakstone after that if we find something like that. We have options here. Just gotta hope the top of our deck is friendly. Okay, they play Oko, so I think we're pretty cooked after that. We find the Ugin, but I'm not sure it's gonna be enough here. Play planes and pass. And hopefully we can find some sort of ramp to get us into the Ugin. Okay, so they come in with the Pride, and then we have Malevolent Rumble. They reveal Portico, Cloud. Okay, got Tangle Wire. I don't know if Tangle Wire is actually helping us here. They have so much stuff that they can tap down. Yeah, they can just tap all their food. I think we're just done here, so we'll just concede. They are going pretty wide with their creatures, so I don't think that thought that we had before was too bad, actually, of doing like Fire, Covenant, and Chainsaw. If we do that, what are we getting rid of? Get rid of a little bit of top end, I think. I don't think we need necessarily all of this like super big stuff. The Emrakul might be important. It's obviously much harder to hard cast. I mean, even with a ton of ramp, I don't think we're actually getting to 15 against their deck. But getting the extra turn off of an Ugin ult could be a difference maker if they just have lethal on board. Ballista we're obviously keeping in. I don't think Tanglewire is actually as good here. And Cloud, I mean, it gets us Cauldra, but yeah, we can just do the Stoneforge. I think that's fine. The white anyway is very mana intensive. If we're going to be bringing in some of the new lands, stuff is all fine. Let's do this. We'll bring in this stuff. We'll get rid of, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 planes. Throw this in, and we'll try it like that. See how this looks. I mean, this seems good. We can go Plains, Soul Guide into Urza Saga, Stoneforge. Yeah, we'll keep this. Plains, Soul Guide, pass. I love how in a mostly colorless deck, we basically start with every single colored card we have. Yeah, we'll go Urza Saga, Stoneforge. Do we want to actually? Now that I think about it, we just drew the Everflowing Chalice and we don't have a land in hand. So I'm wondering if just playing the Everflowing Chalice kicked once is better so that we can just use that mana into Urza Saga and just start making big constructs. And then we can do Stoneforge later. Because if we just slam Stoneforge and they remove it, then we're stuck with Cauldron in hand, Urza Saga going away, making 0 constructs. And they could easily just have like a plow here or something like that as removal in these colors. So let's go Chalice. I think that's a better play. Okay, pass here. And then we don't need to crack the Soul Guide because that's actually helping give our constructs more power. And of course they have Guide of Souls immediately into Ocelot Pride. Crazy. Well, hopefully we can start finding some fixing for this Fire Covenant so we can cast that. And this is exactly what we were talking about, where we didn't draw another land, so I think this is perfect reason to keep up the Urza Saga. Touch the Spirit Realm. No, I don't think there's any reason to filter mana into that. So we'll just pass here. Keep up Urza Saga activations. And then when this tutors up, we'll grab like the Shadow Spear. Okay, Malevolent Rumble. Okay, so now they have the 3 energy for the Guide of Souls activation on attacks. So they'll probably just swing in with like Guide of Souls or Ocelot Pride. Yep, they just swing in with 1. I'm gonna pay all their energy into Ocelot Pride. Okay. Okay, we'll let them crash in. Umezawa's Jitte. Okay. And then we'll just make a construct here. And then here we'll make another one. We'll grab... Oh, actually, we could grab like Vault or Crypt or something. Do I just grab Crypt and City and just power out Karn immediately? That's interesting. I mean, we have the City to immediately equip the Shadow Spear, so I think doing that is probably going to be stronger for us. Yeah, let's just grab the Shadow Spear for now. Then we'll do City. We'll go equip to this. Go to combat. Swing in for 6. Trample lifelink. Okay. And then next turn, we can play Karn still, or Stoneforge. Okay, they play an Overlord. Yep. Oh, and now the Guide of Souls triggers. Okay. And they're going to come in and use the excess energy to make the token fly, so we can't even block it. Yep. No blocks. They trigger and make more tokens here. Get a ton more energy and life. Yep. I guess we can play the Relic. It's probably the best move. Just don't see what else we can really do that's impactful here. We can play the Relic in order to play the Chainsaw, but then, yeah, I guess we just do that. Play the Relic, make some red, play Chainsaw, and we can kill the Ocelot Pride. It's probably the biggest problem for us right now. They can just fly in and use their energy to kill us. So I think we are kind of priced into having to attack here. Otherwise, yeah, this Guide of Souls is just going to use all the energy and make a ton of flyers, so we'll crash in. Yeah, the Fire Covenant is just annoying because, like, we just don't have enough time or life to be able to play that out and wipe their board because they're going to crash in here afterwards. And we'll have to see where we're at on the crackback. I mean, we have the black and the red with the Relic, but Touch, Stoneforge, like none of these really impact anything right now. I think we're kind of dead on board, but we'll see what happens. Okay, now Council's Judgment. Okay, so they voted for the Shadow Spear, so we'll just exile that. Okay, Strip Mine. Yep, and they get rid of our white source. Kind of to be expected. Okay. So they're coming in with everybody that can fly, and they're going to give flying to this cat token. Yep, okay, we can't block anything. So this is all just going to come in. Overlord. Okay, what do we have in terms of options here? I think we're going to die on the crackback if we don't do anything. We don't have access to white anymore, so these are off. Karn can add a body. Triplicate Titan can't be cast off of this mana, right? Oh, wait a second. There are 22. Got two 6/6s, then Chainsaw. So if I do Fire Covenant and kill Guide of Souls, Cat Token, that opens up them for an attack. So I can swing for 12. I would need 10 more. Don't quite have enough for that. And even if I equip 3, I don't even have enough to equip actually. Okay, so that's out. Can we Fire Covenant to get rid of the board? Not really. I think we're just done here. Yeah, we can do a lot, but we can't do quite enough. Let's draw with Soul Guide then. See if we can find something here, because that's really our only option at this point. We found a Plains. I don't think Plains does very much here. I mean, yeah, we can grab Stoneforge, but yeah, it's just over. Even if we use the Fire Covenant to try and wipe part of their board, it's not going to be enough. Yeah, this would have been a lot better if this was Toxic Deluge as opposed to Fire Covenant. I know that was one that we passed up in the draft earlier, but there's nothing we can do here, so we're just going to have to pack it in. Okay, so that was a tough loss, but let's hop into match number 2 and hopefully be able to do something a little bit better. Okay, we are into match 2. We have Stoneforge Cauldron, but we only have a single Plains to play off of, which is not enough to be able to play anything. We're gonna have to mulligan this. Okay, here we've got some interesting choices. So we have Plains that we can go Saga Plains, and then we can make some constructs. The Saga can find us the Mana Vault, which if we float mana would be 1 plus the 3 would be 4, 5, 6. We could power out Ugin on like turn 4. Okay, we will keep this. We'll get rid of Ulamog. I think we're a little far from that. And then let's see what the opponent has for us here. What are we doing, opponent? Okay, Forest into Elves. Okay, so we could on turn 2 just use Ballista. Ooh, that's interesting. Mishra's Workshop. Do we want to do Workshop? That's interesting. I think we probably do Plains no matter what, because we could do Plains into Saga, play the Ballista on 2 to get rid of the Elves, and then keep doing our plan that we already had here. And we can use the Mishras after, or I could do Mishras right now, use Ballista to kill, then we play Saga, power out the Relic, then we have Relic to activate Saga, and we grab Plains. Yeah, I think this Mishras actually changes stuff up a lot. So I could kill the Elves now, or I could also play the Mishras, play Saga, play Ballista on 2 to kill the Elves next turn. No, I think we just kill it now. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, and then we'll go kill the Elves and pass turn. Okay, yeah, we'll just use that to do a quick bolt the bird. Okay, Noble Hierarch. Okay, well, it would have been better to hold off, but that's still fine. Urza Saga. Okay, and then Relic, and then pass. And then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Or I could play Cauldron next turn. We have a lot of options here. Okay, so then Urza Saga ticks up. We're obviously going to play Plains. And then we can use the Relic to just activate Urza Saga, and then that's our turn to make a construct. Or we can just power out Cauldron Complete. I think that's probably better. So that's black, black, 5, 6, 7. Combat, send in. And then next turn we can float a mana. Okay, I get Sentinel, Explore. Okay, I'm assuming 6 is coming in. Yep. They get the basic. Just on green Stompy here. Okay. Okay, so then here. Oh, okay, so we drew the Mana Vault. That's fine. with the Mana Vault in hand, let's see here actually. We have 3. We basically, the Mishra's Workshop, we don't have any artifact spells to cast anyway. So this is basically just Volt is 3 mana. We're trying to get mana towards Ugin. So we have play a plane. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 already. And then we'll have Urza Saga plus what it tutors. If I activate the Saga with the Relic, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I tutor up the Crypt. I still have Ugin. That's pretty good. Let's do that. Hopefully I did this math right because I really want to play Ugin this turn. Okay, so we'll search. We'll grab the Crypt. Then we'll go Mana Vault, play a Plains, and then we'll play Ugin. And then we'll use this to get rid of anything. And yeah, there we go. Okay, well that worked out perfectly. That's exactly what we want to do with this deck, is use Crypt and Volt to get Ugin out as fast as possible. Okay, so they're just green, stompy, whatever. I don't think Fire Covenant is going to be as strong because their creatures are going to be pretty damn big. Chainsaw as well, like splashing for red is not as easy for us as splashing for black. Is there anything else that we want from the side here? If they're getting big, do we want to like use this to try and go wide? Flying lifelink 4/4 body? I mean, that's not awful. What would we want to remove if we were doing anything like that? We could get rid of Soul Guide Lantern. That's not doing a ton for us here. Just to add another threat to the deck. Could do Elspeth as well. Just ups good token synergies with all the Karnstrucks. Yeah, and it's a removal spell. Let's try that. Let's try adding Elspeth. See if that's any better. Okay. Well, we've just got a ton of mana. I mean, I'll always take a ton of mana. We can find stuff to do with it, and Relic is a good mana sink. So let's keep this. Let's go Plains. Let's go Mana Vault. Do we want to use this immediately? We can get out both of these, and then turn 4, play Relic. Or what's the alternative? Turn 2, play Plains, Mindstone. Yeah, let's just do it now while we have some mana. And then we'll play the Shadow Spear. Just get all these artifacts out. Sentinel, and then play Plains. Relic probably here. Yeah, I mean, there's no Relic of Sauron. There's no reason to be playing Coalition Relic here. We'll pass. And then we're going to use Relic of Sauron as a mana sink here next turn, depending on what we draw, of course. No, we're not going to pay for that. Then just got a Plains. Not great, but what are you going to do? Go Plains, and then Plains, colorless. Draw 2, discard. Discard Plains. And then we'll pass here. So then here, they play Bristly Bill. Okay, that's fine. So next turn, we can pay to untap the Vault and then still have exactly 4 for One Ring. We'll go, okay. Yeah, let's pay for it this time. Yes. So then play Plains Return, and then we have exactly 2, 3, 4 for One Ring. Gives us some protection. Okay, and then we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for Blightsteel. All we need is to draw 1 land, which we grab. Perfect. Yep. We'll pass here. And then if we get any kind of mana ramp, if we can get like a mana crypt or something off of the One Ring draw, then we can use the Shadow Spear equip to try to just get the Blightsteel going immediately. I got some big creatures here. They make a map token. Okay. They explore. Okay. I'm not going to pay for a Vault. We draw Everflowing Chalice. Okay. If we draw with the One Ring, We're gonna need to find something here. Otherwise, we're probably dead. Okay, so we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana right now. We can play the plains, and that would be 12 for exactly Blightsteel. If we just play Blightsteel, pass, they can swing with everything, deal 8 to us. We soak up 1, and then the One Ring deals 1 damage to us. We go to 1, and then we equip the Shadow Spear and attack. We're fine. Or we can tap the One Ring, and our outs are like Crypt or Mishra's to try and get extra mana to equip the Shadow Spear to be able to attack this turn specifically. I don't think that's good. Yeah, I think we need to play Blightsteel pass and hope they don't have a way of getting rid of Shadow Spear. Yeah, they can create the map when they attack, but they can only activate it as a sorcery to buff their guys. Yeah, I think we just play the Blightsteel and pass. It is so tight, but I think this is the right line. Yeah, we just pass here. See what they want to do. Ooh, this is very tight. Okay. Presley Bell on 6. Oh, Cauldra has haste, doesn't it? I missed that in my calculations. Okay, I think we're screwed. I think we were probably screwed either way. Would we have been able to get there? Yeah, they just make a ton of stuff, so we're dead anyway. Let's see what we would have drawn had we tapped it. Oh, we would have been dead. Oh, we would have had 1 extra mana, which wouldn't have been enough. Yeah, so we would have been dead anyway, so that's fine. Let's go to sideboard here. Don't need to worry about their graveyard a ton. Is there anything worth bringing in? 2/2 with indestructible. Not really something that we need, and I'd really just have Savannah to be able to play it. So healing. Yeah, I don't have any great fixing for anything outside of just black. Do we want this? Summon Good King Mug. Tangle Wire. Tangle Wire is good. Anything we want to take out? No. I think Cloud getting the Shadow Spear for us could be something that we might end up needing, so I think that's fine. Yeah, I like the deck as is. We'll just resubmit. Okay, so game 3 on the play. This is Auto Mulligan. This doesn't do very much. This is much better. We'll keep this. And we'll send back, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll send back one of the plains then, and then we'll play plains and pass. Then next turn we go Mishra's into Relic and just kind of run it from there. Okay, nowhere else, that's fine. Shadow Spear. Okay, so Mishra's, Relic, like blue, and then we'll just pass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towards Ugin. Okay, let's play plains, pass. Okay, once upon a time to find Ulvenwald Oddity. Play 6. Yep, they make a 4/4. They're gonna come in for 6 and make another 2/2. Woof. Okay. This has just been unbelievably strong start on their end. Okay, this is probably what we needed. Let's go. So we can tap 2, and then we pay 3 as many times as we want. So 3, and then 3 more with this. So let's cast with Squad. So we'll have 2, and then this twice. So pay it twice. Sweet. We just get a ton of these. Always yield. Okay. So we get a 2/2 and 2 5/5s. And that should hopefully wall us off a little bit. And then we can get Ugin down next turn. Start wiping some stuff. And a world of 2/2s and 4/4s. 5/5 is king here, so that's good. Mana Crypt. That's interesting. Let's go City of Traders into Ugin. And then we'll use this to get rid of the Ulvenwald Oddity. Okay, Ugin comes down, we'll draw a card, gain some life, good. Play the Crypt now to have Ugin trigger, And then, yeah, that will let us equip the Shadow Spear using the Crypt, and we're off to the races. So, yeah, they just scoop it up, and we take that one down. Let's go into the final match and try and get the 2-1 record. Okay, so we are in match 3, and opponent just played Mox Pearl. We've got Mishra's Workshop that we can go Coalition Relic into Relic of Sauron. Okay, they come with Talisman. Okay. Oh, this is getting really strong, really fast. We're probably just going to go straight into One Ring then. We'll go Workshop into Relic, put a charge counter, pass, Shurikai. Okay, we'll make a white mana, I guess. Then we got Plains. We'll play another Plains, I guess. No, let's play One Ring first. Wait a sec, cancel. If we play Relic first, then we can get Relic out and play One Ring. I think that's probably better. Let's do that. Let's go Relic. Then we'll play Plains, and then we'll play One Ring. Let's draw a card. Okay. Well, we have every damn Plains in this deck, it looks like. Hopefully we can draw into some action here. Got a lot of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could be 8. Okay. Shieldred. That's not great for us. I think we need to draw more with One Ring. I know it's going to be painful, but we need to find action here. Yep, and there's action. Okay, so we have, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite enough. We can get the Blightsteel down next turn. So we'll play, let's play Stage and pass. We don't need the Crypt out just yet. And I don't want to do more Relic to hurt ourselves even more. Yep, we'll let Shieldred do its thing. I'm just going to put a charge counter here. And then just pass through, let them do whatever they want. Echo of Eons. Oh my god. Okay. There's no reason to do all that. That just wins it for them, so. Okay, Wheels and Shieldred. Who could have guessed that was incredible? That's fine. We need answers for Shieldred, that's for sure. We can bring in Elspeth. The Soul Guide to get rid of, like, Echo and things could be interesting. I don't think it's as important, though, as just having more removal with Elspeth. Fire Covenant. Yeah, that might be important. We don't need this. Okay, so if we bring these in, get rid of Cloud and Soul Guide. Bring this in, and then get rid of some planes. Yeah, I think that's probably okay. Let's submit that. Okay, what do we got? We have planes. Mightstone, Weakstone as removal and card draw. I mean, this is kind of what the deck does, right? It's just turn 2, Mindstone, turn 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we can either do 3 into Relic, and then Everflowing Chalice for 1, or we could do like Mightstone, Weakstone, Everflowing Chalice into 1. Yeah, this is fine. We'll keep this. Okay. Play Plains and pass. They just immediately have Grim Monolith. Okay. Go Mindstone. Coveted Jewel. Okay. It's very strong. And Monastery Mentor. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Got 5 here. So I could use the city to play the Mightstone, Weakstone to get rid of this. Yeah, I think I have to do that. Kill the Monastery Mentor. Okay. Oh, I should have done Everflowing Chalice for 1 using the Mightstone, Weakstone. That was my mistake. Because then we'd have 5, 6. Yeah, we'd have 7 to be able to play the Ugin immediately. Okay, that's fine. I think we can still do it next turn anyway. Yeah, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assuming that's 6, and then 7. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll go here. Oh no, but we can't target the Kappa because it has Ward 4. So we need a lot more mana. We need 11 total mana. That's interesting. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play the planes. Okay. Cast with multi-kicker 4. We'll use that for Coalition Relic. And then we'll put a charge counter on it. Pass. And then we have Ugin next turn. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we have the 4. Okay, so we can get rid of the Kappa. Now we might need to get rid of the Shieldred instead. Okay, we'll make blue mana, I guess. Cast Ugin. And then Ugin, what do we target? I mean, they're basically the same power. I think we have to just get rid of the Shieldred right now. Okay, then we can plus the Ugin to draw a card. Let me see. If we use the Mind Stone to draw, then we have access to 1, 2, 3, 4 mana to play something. Yeah, let's draw a card. Oh no, we need the 4 to target, right? Yeah, let's draw a card. Okay, Godless Shrine doesn't do anything for us. We'll just play that tapped, and we'll pass from there and play Mox Pearl. Okay, Kappa gets bigger. Question is, can we kill the Kappa before they kill the Ugin? What the hell are they casting here? What is this? They are filtering a ton of mana into Echo. Okay, Echo's fine. We got some interesting cards here. They're just trying to find 3 more things they can play to make Kappa big enough to kill Ugin. Do they have it though? No, they're going straight to combat. Kappa's going at Ugin as expected. Okay, so Ugin's not ulting. Oh, they found the time warp. Okay, well, that'll do it. It kills Ugin. That's frustrating. And they got Tolarian Academy and 6 cards on hand. Yep, I think this one is kind of over there. At least we got rid of the Shieldred before they echoed, so that's good. They can get rid of the Ugin here, but then we still have game. I mean, we still have stuff going on here. What are they? Kicker X is 1? What are they trying to... Oh, they're going to grab the Everflowing Chalice? What are they grabbing? Yeah, they're grabbing the Everflowing Chalice. Okay, there's nothing we can do about that. Monastery Mentor, Time Spiral. Yeah, we still have stuff that we can do here. Touch the Spirit Realm. Oh, if we hadn't played Godless Shrine, we might actually have enough to touch. Because we can touch the Spirit Realm, but then we have the remana, not 4 for the Ward 4 on Kappa. That's so annoying. I wasn't thinking about touch the Spirit Realm for Time Warps. Just, oh, well, then they just have another Time Warp. Okay, so I think that's basically going to just do it there. Yeah, so Kappa becomes gigantic, and then they're just coming at face. And yeah, it's all over from here. Okay, well, we won a round. I really enjoyed the deck. I thought it was a cool deck. Crypt, Vault. I like this like Stoneforge Cloud to be able to try and find like Shadow Spear or Cauldra. I know it didn't really like pan out. There was a ton of our deck that we just didn't get to see. But overall, I like the feel of a deck like this, and I think Ugin just ties the room together so well for these type of decks. So that's really interesting. Having the Karn, Urza Saga, Thespian Stage to make all the Karn structs, and having that tied in with some of these other like token things that we could pull out of like white. Same thing with the Squadron here, more creature token stuff. So like I said, the creature token end of things on the white side, the colorless stuff that's coming together with some of the newer cards recently, like the Ugin, Mightstone, Weakstone. There's just a lot of interesting new angles that the Vintage Cube has been able to get into with some of these new additions. So overall, like the deck, I think this is like a fun type of build or thing that you can try and go for in your Vintage Cube drafts. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some better success in the future. But if you have any suggestions for things that you'd like to see in the future, any decks, any formats, feel free to leave comments below. Please like and subscribe and let me know what your thoughts are so I can continue to put out great videos, and join me on Twitch to watch some of the stuff live. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.